Hi there and welcome to the Emails to Profits webinar. So in this webinar, we're going to be talking about marketing to your list. And first you need to realize that marketing to your list is different from buying or building your list, okay? Two totally different things. You first have to build a list to be able to market anything to it, okay? And this consists of creating the squeeze page that has an amazing free offer and then driving traffic to get people to opt into your squeeze page, okay? Um, Hold on, guys. I've got people. Okay, I'm gonna close the questions thing. It so messes me up on these webinars where when I see somebody type, I automatically want to go and look and see what they said in case they have a question. So I'm gonna close that. So if you guys have questions, you can go ahead and type them in, and I'll answer them at the end. But I'm gonna close that right now so I can't see it, so it doesn't distract me. Okay. All right, so we said, okay, where were we? We were talking about the difference between building your list and marketing to your list. And like I said, it's a squeeze page that has some kind of amazing free offer, and you drive traffic to that page to get people to opt in. And that's a whole other topic. We are going to be talking about building a relationship with your already list so that they open up your emails, click on your links, buy from you, sign up for something or whatever else you're wanting them to do, okay? And a little side note here. Before you ever send your first email, you need to make sure you have access to a lot of content related to your niche. When you're writing emails, you're going to need to know your niche really well and be able to educate others about it. So you want to take what you learn and then share it with your readers. Always know that your first priority is to service your readers, and you do this by sharing good information with them. Everybody needs to realize that the first thing you've always got to think of is not the money. Of course, the only reason we're doing this is for money, and we want to help people. But you've got to remember that helping people has to come first, and then the money will follow. But if you're just worried about you and money, it's never coming, okay? So the first thing we're going to discuss tonight is creating an email series that gets people that people get as soon as they opt in at your squeeze page. Okay, so traffic, they're at your squeeze page, they opt in. What do you send them? Well, in order to keep people subscribed and opening your emails, buying from you, and anything else you want, you've got to get them to like, know, and trust you. This is relationship building 101. Think of it like dating. You find that special person, you begin dating them and getting to know them, but the end goal is to get them in the sack. Get them to marry you, right? For some of you guys out there, I'm sure that's what you thought when you were young guys. It wasn't about getting married. But either way you see it, when you are building a relationship with someone, it's because you want something from them. Think about it. Every person in your life is there because they do something for you, either physically or mentally. Why did we get married? So we have a life partner to go through things in life with, right? Exactly. Well, with list building, the whole reason you want people on your list is to make money from them. When it comes down to it, this is the ultimate reason. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to know how to get them to part with that money and to get them to do that. They have to like, know, and trust you. Okay, very, very, very important. Now, some emails you will send out will be to get people to do one of those things, either like, know, or trust you. Some will be to get people to do two of these things, and some emails will even get people to do all three things. So let's talk about each type of email and how you can create them. I'm going to pull up my next slide here. Let's see. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to cover each of these topics. Like you, know you, and trust you. So let's talk about some examples of some emails you could create to get people to like you. The first thing you've got to do when you create these emails is let your personality shine through. A lot of you guys feel like you know me because I let my personality come through in my emails. Right, like you're, hanging out with your friends or hanging out with your family. That's going to make people like you. They're going to say, wow, this person's a real person. I like them. Ask your list what they want and deliver it. Constantly poll them. Find out what they want. You may be sending them stuff and they don't want it. They're not going to like you if you're sending them crap. So ask your list, what do you want? And deliver what they want. By doing that, you're going to get people to like you and know you, okay? Talk about interest you have. Having related interests gives you a connection with people that make them like you. One of the emails that I send out to my list is about softball. I was a big softball player in high school, and I talk about that and how it relates to online marketing. Just make sure that all your emails relate to your niche. You've got to put your personality in them. You've got to talk about your interests, but it has to relate to your niche. Okay. Give them products related to your niche that they would normally have to pay for that will make them really like you. I did this a couple of weeks ago. I had a big product that I came out with. It was a couple of years ago. It was an older product. Still very relevant information. None of the resources or anything were out of date. And it was a $497 product. And I just gave it to my people. The people on my list. They absolutely loved it. You think that made people like me? Very, very much so, okay? And be sure to ask your list about themselves. Ask, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What are your interests? Stuff like that. As what I did is I made a blog post, and it's about me, and I encourage other people to leave a comment on that blog post telling me about themselves. That's going to get people liking you. That's going to get people knowing you too. Okay, and you get to know your customers too that way. All right. So what about things that make people know you? Again, you can talk about interest you have. Talk about your family and children using stories that relate to your niche. I'm telling you what, talk about your family, talk about your kids. That is a great way to get people to know you, because that's one thing we all have in common. We all have family. Well, most of us. Some of us don't have any family, but most of us have family. Talk about your life story and how you got into your niche. I have a blog post called "Will the Real Liz Tomey Please Stand Up?" And everybody loves that blog post. And I have an email in my sequence that sends people to that blog post. Have someone interview you about topics you know about in your niche. You can just do an audio interview and it will work. But by doing like a talking head video where it's actually you in front of the camera, will really get you connected with people and really make them feel like they know who you are, okay? So emails that make people trust you. An email that you could create could be one where you give them stuff that you have created that helps them with the niche you're in. This shows them that you know what you're talking about and makes you an authority, which makes them trust you, okay? Now, is what you can do is you can use, you can go out and write basically like a book report on the hottest topic in your niche. Give them that. Something that we're doing, I'll show you real quick. I have another business I'm currently building, wphooligans.com. Is what we're doing is we have this top 100 plugins PLR report. I'm going to take this, strip all the links out of it. I'm going to add some stuff, take some stuff out of it. Probably when I get done with it, it'll be like the top 50 plugins, because some of these are pretty crappy plugins. They'll be like the top 50 WordPress plugins. And I'm going to take this and give this to my list. When they see this, they're going to be like, oh, wow, she's really resourceful. She knows where all these great plugins are. They're going to see me as an authority, and they'll start to trust me, okay? Show testimonials. If you get testimonials from people, tell your list about them. Hey guys, so-and-so just sent this in. And usually a testimonial will be something that people were able to do because you taught them to do it in the niche. And then kind of use it as a case study. Don't say, hey, look, this person loves me. So, hey, I got a case study today. We're going to talk about John. And let's say we're in the gardening niche. John planted a vegetable garden at the beginning of spring. It's now fall. Take a look at some of the stuff he's gotten out of his vegetable garden, okay? That kind of stuff really makes people trust you. Keep things simple and keep the garbage out. And let them know that you're doing that. So, it's what I always tell my list is, look, I'm not going to fill stuff full of fluff. And I don't. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I don't dance around the topic. I just go, this is what it is. Here's how to do it. Now go do it. People like that. We don't have time for all the bull crap and the fluff and stuff like that. So just give them the meat of the information and let them know that's what you're doing, and they'll trust you, okay? All right, now that we've talked about these kind of emails, let's take a look at a diagram. Everybody will be able to have this. If you go in your members area and you go to downloadables, it's in there, okay? So let me pull up this diagram here. Give me just 1 second. It's buried totally buried. That's one thing I am horrible about is actually burying this stuff. So let's see, emails to product, sequence diagram. All right, so here is the diagram that I use to show all my clients how to build their list, okay? Let me make sure it's in the camera view here. So you see traffic to squeeze page, which gets people onto your list. Now you can monetize it with a special offer. We'll talk about that later on. But you can monetize it if you want. And then you have your first email and then all the rest of the emails. So let's talk about these emails and what should be in them. So obviously the first email here, it's going to deliver whatever you gave away for free from here. Now in this first email, also make sure that you put something in there that tells them what's coming in the future, okay? So like for me, I start in on the like, know, and trust, if I can get this thing to come down some, the like, know, and trust email. So the second email, maybe I'm giving them something away for free. So on this first email, I'll say, hey, and tomorrow I'm going to be giving you XYZ. So these are what I call the like, know, and trust emails. This is email 2, 3, and 4 in your sequence. Now, usually I have even more than this. I typically try to do 5 to 6 like, know, and trust emails before I begin to sell them anything. So maybe the first email is an email that is a like email. So out of all the things that we just talked about, maybe I'm going to write an email about how I became successful. That'll get them to know me. And then the third email, and actually we could also, not only that, but we could give something away for free in here. And that will get them to like us too. So we can do a know and like in one email. Plus, if you promise them, hey, tomorrow I'm going to be sending you something else for free, it's a great way to keep them subscribed, okay? Then maybe the third email is a trust email. Of the options I gave you, think about something that you could do to make people trust you. So maybe you create a resources page that has tons of resources listed for your niche. You could give it to them. They'll see you as an authority. If you have a blog, tell them about your blog. If you have websites, tell them about your websites. Don't be salesy and don't send them to anything where they can buy stuff, but tell them, look, I know this niche and I'm an authority in this niche. So that's what you'd want to do there. And then you do another either like, know, or trust email. And then, like I said, usually I have 5, 6, sometimes even 7 of these that are just like, know, and trust emails. You really want to get people to like, know, and trust you way before you start promoting stuff to them. They're going to be a lot more likely to buy from you, okay? So make them fall in love with you before you ask them to get hitched, which is basically asking them for money, okay? So after these emails, I start in on, if I can get my pen to cooperate, on what I call the promo emails. Now there's 2 types of promo emails. There's an educating into buying email, and there's a hard promo email. When you educate somebody into buying something from you, that's when, okay, let's say for instance, the blogging niche. You are promoting a product that's all about making money as an affiliate blogger. So maybe you talk in this email about ways that you can find the best converting products, products that are proven to, make you money. Then you say, hey, and if you want to learn how to do affiliate marketing as a blogger, here's a great resource for that, and you give them the link. Now, on the flip side of that, a hard promo email is where you say, hey, I just went through this product, or hey, there's this new product online and it does XYZ. Here's the link, go get it. And this product does XYZ, and you bullet point out some benefits, and then you put another link, go buy it, okay? Now we're going to look at example emails, so don't worry if you really don't understand that concept. I'll give you some examples in just a little bit. And then I throw another like, know, and trust email in there. Okay, so you're going to put an email here that gets them to do one of these things, or all of them, or just a couple of them. Like I said, you can use your emails, your like, know, and trust emails, to do more than one thing. Then I'm going to do another, what I call educating into buying, and then a hard promo. And then, if we keep going down here, I don't know why my mouse is not wanting to scroll tonight at all. There we go. And then we're going to do another like, know, and trust email. Then we're going to do a couple of promos. Educating into buying, hard promo. Another like, know, and trust email. Educate into buying, hard promo. And you're going to continue this for as long as you want in your sequence. Now, everybody always asks, well, Liz, how many, emails are you supposed to have? You're supposed to have as many emails as it takes. So you should have at least 3 like, know, and trust emails, and then of course your first email, which is going to deliver something, and then your at least 3 like, know, and trust emails. So that's a total of 4 emails. You want to be promoting at least one product, so there's 4, 5, and 6 emails. So at the very least, you should have at least 6 emails. But if you use what I'm showing you here, you could throw in another like, know, and trust, and then start promoting another product, okay? So you guys, like I said, if you go into your members only area, you can download this diagram. When you start in on creating your first autoresponder series, make sure you pull that out and you use it to as a guideline, okay? All right, let me grab a drink. My throat's very scratchy today. The pollen in our area is absolutely insane. Everybody's got allergy issues and everything. Okay. Let me see where I was here. All right, so let me show you some live examples of the educating into buying emails and the promo emails and like, know, and trust emails, okay? Let's first go over all of my emails in my myimguru.com autoresponder, and then we'll go over the emails in my bizmodelguru.com autoresponder. Let me show you these 2 sites real quick. Now, this is not the typical way I teach to create squeeze pages. And we're not even talking about squeeze page creation or anything like that, because like I said, I'm talking about list marketing. The way I teach everybody to build squeeze pages is like this. You have something you're giving away for free with an opt-in box, and that's all it does, okay? Now, myimguru.com and bizmodelguru.com is what I've done here is I just put it in the blog header. Now, the reason why I have 2 different sites, it's strategic that I have 2 different sites. My IamGuru is all about marketing your business, and the bizmodelguru.com is all about people picking the business model they want and then implementing it. So basically, BizModelGuru is business building, and MyGuru is business marketing. That's why I have 2 separate ones. But I'm giving something away for free here to get them on my autoresponder. So let's go into email swipes and templates. This is also available for download in your members area, okay? We'll start with bizmodelguru.com here. Let's start with the first email. So the first email here, Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com. I always like to say who I am and what website, okay? That just reiterates to them who I am, what website I'm at, so they go, okay, I know who that is. And thank you for signing up to get access to the BizModel Guru's Secret Volume 1. To download the entire report, just head over to, and I tell them where to go. I encourage you not to waste any time. Download the report, open it up, start going through it. I go over 20 different business models that you can choose from to be your dream business that will give you your dream income. Get started right now by finding the online business you want to start at, and I give the download page again. I will have another freebie for you tomorrow. This one will blow you away too. Hint, free access to one of my top rated marketing memberships. See you tomorrow, Liz. And then I list a couple of my sites, okay? Support, training, my products, my services. So, and notice is what I did there is I am telling them, look, this is really going to be worth it. You really want to go through this. So make sure you're in your first email, you're also telling your people to consume whatever it is that you're giving them, okay? And make sure it's good. If it's bad, guess what? You just lost a potential buyer. If what you're giving away from your squeeze page is crap, nobody's going to buy from you. That's the first impression they have of you. So it's very important that they have a good first impression, okay? So then, the next day, they get, open up, promise freebie inside. Now notice in the subject line here, I do what is called subject line branding. I always put where this is from, okay? Open up, promise freebie inside. Hi there, Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com. And yesterday I told you about the special freebie that I would be sending today. So I wanted to send you a quick email so you can snatch it up. It's access to my Inner Circle membership called the Tomey Tribe. This is an exclusive membership that only my readers and followers get access to. Inside you can access several of my products at no cost. Tons of training on marketing, online business, tons of training on creating an online business from scratch, and a ton of other great stuff. I obviously like the word ton. Just head over to, and I give them the link, okay? Sign up there at no cost and dive into to get all of your goodies. Enjoy it, and I'll talk to you soon. Now, this email is actually not in my autoresponder anymore because I closed down the site because I wanted to, like I said, split people into, if you have a business, you need to be at myamguru.com. If you don't have a business, you need to be at bizmodelguru.com. So each of them actually have their own membership site now. Follow-up 3. Again, the branding. Are you getting through the freebies? Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com, and I just wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing with the information you're learning from the Biz Model Guru Secret Volume 1. Hold on, there's something in my way here. I gotta get rid of my control panel. Come on, you silly thing. There we go. And the Tomey Tribe membership I gave you access to. Now, I know there's a lot of information, but if you just set some time aside each day and go through one thing at a time and take notes, you're going to see exactly how I run my business. Again, I'm trying to get them to consume what I'm giving them because that's going to show them that they can trust me because I'm an expert. I'm an authority in this niche. Also makes them get to know me, okay? And hopefully within that, they'll also start liking me. You'll then be able to follow in my footsteps and find success also. Now, because we're spending so much time together, with all the workshops and other information you're going through, you'll feel like I'm your best friend. Planting that seed. I am your best friend. You're going to feel like I'm your best friend, okay? I wanted to send you a post I made a while back. And I give them the link. And this goes to my blog. The title of this post is called, Will the Real Liz Tomey Please Stand Up? In this post, I divulge a lot of personal information. Some I'm not so proud of. But it's going to allow you to learn who I am, how I got to where I am today, and how you can do the same thing. So right here is what I did is I created a little bit of curiosity. Some I'm not so proud of. Oh, I gotta go read this. Okay, everybody likes to hear everybody's bad news. Then I give the link again. It's a great read, so make sure you check it out right now. Have a great day, okay? Follow-up number 4. Biz Model Guru, get the profitable stuff done, is what I'm doing in this email, and I actually need to, if you guys give me just one second here, I will label what these emails are. So the first one is, call this free offer and stay subscribed, okay? And this one, I'm getting them to like me, so like email. And then what was in the third one? Okay, this is a no email. That way you guys can go back through them and you'll know what each email does. So number 4. Liz Tomey here from Biz Model Guru, and I just wanted to send you a quick note today to show you a great way to get the stuff done in your business that makes you the most money. I've done a super quick video showing you exactly how to do it, and you can check it out at. Now, there is nothing for sale here. It's just something very important that you need to know and follow. It will help you get the profits and or make your existing business more profitable. Just take 4 minutes and 49 seconds and follow along at. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. So this would be a trust email because they're going to go and look at this. And this is actually me on the video showing them how to do something. So it's establishing me as an authority figure, okay? So we'll call this one a trust email. Email number 5. Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com, and today I have a video for you that's going to give you a good kick in the butt. In this video, I'm going to give you the down and dirty truth, actually making it online. Skip this video and you can find yourself spinning your wheels and getting nowhere. That should be nowhere, not nowhere. Watch it, and may just be that life jacket you need to save you, okay? So again, I'm telling them, look, this is something that's going to help you. I'm creating curiosity. I'm telling them, if you don't do this, you're going to fail type thing. Okay, but this is another trust email. Trust is probably the biggest thing here. Is you definitely want to get people to trust you, and you can. The main way I do that is by showing my knowledge in the niche, which makes me an authority in my niche. Okay. Follow up number 6. All right, so now we're starting in on the promotional stuff. Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com, and I just put my newest business model course on and I give the link. This is a hard sell promo, okay? I know it does not follow what I just showed you with the diagram. I went straight to a hard promo email, and usually I start off with a educate into buying email, okay? So we'll call this one. Uh-oh, I think I just lost it. I did. Sorry, guys. I don't know how I closed that, but I obviously did. Okay, so Biz Model Guru, we were on number 6, right? Okay, so we were talking about this very hard promo email. Here's what I got. This is why you need to go buy it. Okay, so we'll call this one a hard promo email. Put our little hyphen here. Okay, so if we look at our next emails here, email number 7, this is another one I think okay, this is a like, know, and trust email. So basically, I just sent out one promotional email and I went right back to my like, know, and trust. This is Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com, and today I want to let you in on one of my secrets that help me the most. And then I give the link to my blog post. Notice I use my blog a lot. By sending them, if you say blog post, that kind of puts them in the frame of mind they're not going to get sold something. Because usually people don't sell stuff on blogs, okay? If you read that post, implement what I tell you to do, you'll find yourself getting much more stuff done, which will always make you more money. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. So that would be a trust email. So we'll rename this trust email. All right, Liz Tomey here from bizmodelguru.com, and one of the biggest excuses I can see from people who are not making money in their business is that they don't know enough. Yes, that can be a problem, but most of the time, if you use this one solution, you can remove the I don't know roadblock. I've done a post to help you with this over at, again, sending them to my blog. Read that post. It's dead simple, but people get so caught up in their own heads, they never think of it. Okay, so notice how I'm really pushing people to go and consume this stuff. It's just going to create more of that trust, which creates more buyers, okay? And as you guys are seeing, I totally did not follow the diagram, but the diagram I created, that's basically just a guide. But you guys, if you've never done this, need to follow it to a T, okay? Let's see. This is another trust email. This is where I'm sending them to another blog post, okay? I'm going to go through the last couple of these pretty quick. So this is another trust email. You guys see what I'm focusing on most here? And then it's another trust email. I just added a post to my blog that I know will help you in getting ahead in this online business game. Check it out because it very well could be the one thing you read that really puts things into perspective so you can get ahead. Now it's another trust email. Now I still have to go ahead and create some more stuff or some more emails to promote some of my products. I've got tons of products. So what I need to do is I need to go, okay, what's my first product? And if you go over to trainyouراffiliates.com, we can see a list of my products. So the first thing here is Traffic on Demand Series, Forum Flood, E-Class, and Mentorship. So I need to go and create 2 emails. One email that educates people into buying this product, and one email that's a hard promo email. So if I was going to create an email to educate people into buying this, and this would actually be in my myimguru.com. So let's go over there real quick. So do new, email 8. Okay. Thing's not cooperating with me for some reason. There we go. Okay, so as what I like to do is kind of outline what I'm going to talk about in the email. Okay, so it's a product about getting traffic from forums. So maybe I will make a point, traffic tactics that don't work. And maybe I'll talk about a few traffic tactics that don't work. For me, AdWords has never worked for me. Okay. Let's see. SEO. I no longer use SEO. There's not a lot of them that I use that really don't work. SEO works. It just takes forever. AdWords does work for some people, but it doesn't work for me. And it's kind of what I'll say in this email. Let's think. Let's do safe lists and traffic exchanges. Okay. Then I'll go into a traffic tactic that works. Talk about forum marketing. And then I would give them a link to my product. So maybe I'd open it up with, traffic tactics that don't work. That's actually a really good subject line too. And say, I've been online for, several years and I've tried all kinds of different traffic tactics. A few of them that haven't worked for me is AdWords. I know that it does work for some people, but for me, it just doesn't work. I lost several $1,000s just in one day with it one time. And I've tried it since then a couple of times against my husband's wishes. But it just simply doesn't work for me. Then I would go on and say SEO is something that does work, but it takes so much time that I don't even use it in my business any longer. As for myself, I totally outsource it, and talk about that. Then I'd say, safe lists and traffic exchanges. These just aren't working anymore. It's just got tons of people who are wanting who all want the same thing, for people to view their websites. There's not enough consumers in the market. There's too many people trying to push stuff than consume stuff. And then I'd say, but there's one tactic that I've been using that's been working great. It's forum marketing. This is how you do it. And just give, a couple of steps and say, hey, if you'd really like to know more about this, here's a link to my product, okay? So that would be kind of that's definitely an educate into buying email, okay? So I'm going to move this, if I can get this silly thing to move. There we go. Call it email 8. But let's take a look at these emails really quick here. Actually, I can only do one at a time because I'm going to label them for you guys. Okay, so the first email here, this is giving them access, okay? You'll be able to download and free access. Now, something I didn't put in here that I should have is, and maybe do that as like a PS, P.S. I constantly update the members area there. The only way you'll get updates and additional free goodies, and the reason why I do free with the hyphen is because free triggers the spam filters, so I always just do a hyphen, and I hyphenate it to the next word. Additional free, the only way you'll get updates and additional free goodies is if you pay attention to my emails. Make sure you don't miss the next one, okay? You want something that makes them stay subscribed. Let's look at email number 2. And this one is telling them to go into the members area. And then it's giving them, your online business is failing and I know why. Okay, so this is a trust email. So we go right to the trust. So the first one here, I have to close it. Yes, I want to save it. What did we call the first one here? Free offer and stay subscribed. Okay. So the first email free offer and stay subscribed. Then the second email here was trust email. Like I said, I'm going to go through these quicker. This one is... Okay, so this one is cross-promoting. This is where I'm sending them over to Biz Model Guru, okay? So this is a free offer. So this is going to get them to like me and trust me. So we'll do like and trust email. Email 4. Let's see where... Okay, this is actually a promotional email. This product can totally change your life. So this is... It's kind of a mixture of educating and a hard promo. If you buy this product, it will totally change your business and your life, period. You'll be able to create articles, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, this is more of a educating into buying with a little bit of a hard promo in there. But we'll call this an educating email. Educate email. So educate email. Now notice I didn't do a whole lot of like, know, and trust. I just did 2 emails there. I should put another one in there. The 5th one here... Let's see, this one is, okay. One of the keys to succeeding with your online business is being able to create content that makes people want to buy. It can be really hard to learn how to create all of this stuff. Okay, so this is definitely an educate email. So both of these looks like I did an educate email. So let's rename educate email. Okay, so this one is a trust email. Sending them over to my blog, and I'm telling them about... Actually, I'm sending them back into the membership site. So, hey, I've updated the membership site. Did you miss this in there, okay? So this is going to make them like me and trust me. I'm giving them something cool, and it's stuff I've created, so it makes me look like the authority, okay? So we're going to do like and trust email. Email number 7, this one's about viral marketing. Same thing, I'm just sending them back into the membership. So this would be a like and trust email. Let's rename that like and trust email. And then we got email number 8. Okay, so that's the one that I just created. And I'll come back to this and do this one. But like I said, this one is going to be an educate email, okay? All right, so let's get back. Let me close down some of this because a lot of times if there's too much stuff open, I get distracted. This is something I tell my clients all the time. I'll get on the phone with them and they'll have, like 25 windows open. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't do 25 things at one time. All right, so we've covered the like, know, and trust part of email marketing. And I've talked to you about the educate people into buying and what I call hard promo emails. I've also put 3 of each in this download. These are actual promotions I did. So this one is promoting article wings. And this one educates people about, it takes them to a blog post, but it educates them about how to use Article Wings. Article Wings is an awesome site where you can get really good quality PLR content, PLR articles, okay? Then we got PLR Gangster. I'm giving them a report in this and telling them, this is what you're going to learn. And then this report is a really good report that shows all about making money with resale rights products and stuff like that, okay? So that's an educate email. And then we've got, does your income need a massive boost? Over that time, always checked. Okay, so this is another educate email. I'm educating them about marketing my business and traffic and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm going through these quickly because you guys can download this and go through them, okay? And I don't want to waste a bunch of your time. And here is the hard promo. This is what it does. Here's the link. Go get it, okay? So that's for PLR Gangster. Simple social selling. This is, here's what it is. You need to go get it. There's the link. And then for Tutorial Mixer 1, same thing. This is what it is. Here's the link. Go get it. Okay. You guys make sure you go through all these emails again. I know we just went through both of these folders full of emails, but make sure you go through it again. Print all these out. Go through them so you know how I'm creating these emails and what I'm putting in these emails so you can create your own. Okay, we've covered a lot so far. We know how important the like, know, and trust emails are. Without these, nobody's going to buy from us, right? And we've covered the kind of sales emails you need to write. And, you have your educate emails and you have your hard promo emails. The last key here is getting people to actually open your emails and take action on whatever's inside of them. And that all comes down to getting them to open your emails, all comes down to subject lines. Your subject line is what gets people to open up your emails. Let me pull up my next slide here. All right, so if you can't get people to open up your email, they're not going to read it. And that means what? They're not going to click on your links, which means they're not going to take the desired action that you want them to take, which means no money for you. So I want to give you 5 headlines that you can use. And then I'll put an info sheet in your members only area with a lot more templates. I think it's already in there. If you go to the downloadables, there's 20 different templates for subject lines in there. So what I'm going to do right now is simple. I'm going to announce the subject line template itself. I'm going to give you a brief explanation of how to use it, and then just give you a handful of quick examples that were created by plugging in some specifics to the template. Okay, so here we go. Subject line number 1 here. For blank, this works like crazy. Okay, so that's the template. Now, this is a great results-driven subject line that is certain to get your subscribers to open up and take a closer look. The idea here is to use the classic combination of desirable result plus driving mechanism. So I've already included the driving mechanism, which is this works like crazy. That's what produces the desired result and the basis of what your message is about. Now, your job is to provide the desired result in the provided blank. So for blank, you would insert your desirable result right there. This works like crazy, okay? So a couple of examples. For losing weight, which is the desirable result, this works like crazy. For longer tea shots, desirable result, this works like crazy. For relieving headaches, this works like crazy. For saving a marriage, this works like crazy. For avoiding bankruptcy, this works like crazy, okay? I'm just giving you some examples so you know how to use these. So you'd fill in the blank with whatever their desired result is. Make $1 billion. If you want to make it for making money online, this works like crazy. Now, obviously you want this desired result to be something that is A, highly sought after or highly interesting to your subscribers, and B, is directly related to what you are going to share in the email itself. This subject line is great for just about any kind of mailing, whether it's a content mailing or a promotional email, okay? All right, so the second one that we have here, what your blank won't blank. Now, one of the basic human motivations for response is driven by a fear of failure. This subject line is the exact opposite of the first one we looked at, which hinted at producing results. This one hints at not producing results. The idea is to plug in a desirable result and then an appropriate negative statement at the end after the word won't, okay? So example, why your diet won't work, why your business won't succeed, why your list won't make you money, why your vacation won't be fun, why your credit won't be restored, okay? See what's going on there? Who could resist opening up to see why? Why your business is going to fail, or why your diet won't work, why your business won't make you money. People are going to be like, okay, why won't my business make any money? Why won't I lose any weight? Okay, it's a great time to reveal a mistake or a problem or a hindrance, and then offer your product or service as the solution, which will produce profit for you. Makes people take action. Okay, and that's what we want them to do. Let me take a drink real quick, guys. My mouth's getting a little bit dry. If you guys can see the pollen here, you know why I sound like I do and why I have to keep drinking through this. I mean, it's just caked everything. I've never seen it this bad. Okay, so let me find my place here. Okay, how to survive blank. The thrust of this subject line is to help relieve the pain or discomfort of a situation that the subscriber is either already going through or is facing the possibility of, okay? Now remember we talked about earlier two things we all want out of life: increase pleasure and decrease pain. If your subject line promises to minimize or eliminate some source of pain or discomfort in our lives, then certainly we'll read what you have to say on the subject. So, how to survive blank, how to survive divorce, how to survive bankruptcy, how to survive a heart attack, how to survive with the canned spam law, how to survive menopause, okay? And some alternatives would be how to deal with, how to overcome, how to get past, same idea there, okay? And as with any other subject line, it's important that you get to know your list. What are the hardships and difficulties that they most face? Um, like with my niche, internet marketing, and I'm in some other niches too. But let's take internet marketing. Some of the big hurdles that people have is getting people to open up their emails. So maybe this would be I would create a subject line that says how to survive email marketing, and I would of course promote this course in it. Okay. Um, let's see, we've got two more to do. So this blank tip is almost too easy. In addition to being motivated by the results that we desire, our passions and pursuits in life, one thing that catches our eye in this word is easy. Okay? I'll be the first to admit that the word easy is grossly overused in internet marketing, but it's still relatively minimal in most other markets, okay? And regardless of what market your list is in or focused upon, when used in conjunction with the word tip, it doesn't have anywhere near the same sense of hype, okay? It's so easy to make $1 million next week. Garbage that many people are promising, okay? So let's talk about, or let's go over some examples of this. This pickup tip is almost too easy. This dining tip is almost too easy. This homeschooling tip is almost too easy. This allergy tip is almost too easy. That's definitely one that I would open up right now. This stress relief tip is almost too easy. Another one I would open up right now. So this is one of my all-time most effective subject lines. People want things that they can easily apply to whatever pursuit they're interested in. It consistently ranks up there at the top among my email messages that produce results, and it is universally applicable to any niche. So there's no reason why you shouldn't begin profiting from it too. This should work for you too, okay? This blank tip is almost too easy. So just fill in whatever tip it is, and you're going to get a lot of emails open with that one, okay? All right, so let's look at the last one here, which is the biggest mistake blank make. This is a subject line that focuses on the negative again, okay? Things your subscriber wants to avoid if he is going to achieve the desirable result he is after. The difference with this subject line and others that offer a sort of warning or caution is the emphasis here is on the word biggest. This isn't just a mistake, it's the biggest mistake. It's the number one most common error that folks make regarding a particular topic, and curiosity alone will get your subscribers to open it, okay? Just to see what it is. And they'll certainly be concerned about whether or not they're making this particular mistake. So let's look at some examples of how you could use this. The biggest mistake wives/husbands make. The biggest mistakes first-time parents make. The biggest mistakes dieters make. The biggest mistakes car buyers make. The biggest mistakes ferret owners make. And obviously, the biggest mistake would be a matter of your opinion. So it's open to your objective perspective, which makes this one an easy subject line to work into your mix, okay? And it's definitely effective. Now, subject lines are what get your emails opened, but you've got to be able to write emails that make people take action too. In your members only area, you will find a document that has 20 different, let's go ahead and go in here. I'll take you guys into your members area. Let's see. Let me just FTP real quick and see where I've put this. I always bury this stuff in folders. You guys see, I just keep burying stuff. But I want to take you guys in here and show you this. It's pretty important. Email marketing members. Okay, so email marketing members. Let's log in here. So if you go here to downloadables, here's the subject line templates. There's a ton of them in there. Email marketing action tactics. These are things that you can use in writing your emails that will get your people to take action. I want to make sure you guys go through that. We don't have time on tonight's webinar to cover a bunch of those, but there's 20 of them in that thing. It's huge. And like I said, there's also the email sequence diagram. Make sure you print that out. So when you start creating your email sequences, you have it right there to start, okay? And then there's the email swipe and templates, all those emails we just went over. I'll have to re-upload that because remember I went through and renamed all of these for you, okay? Let me get rid of some of this here. Okay. All right, so is what you guys need to do once you get off this webinar is I want you to get that email sequence diagram, print it out, and I want you to start in on creating your email sequence. If you don't have a squeeze page yet, you need to get that up, of course, and start driving some traffic to it. But you've got to get those emails written too. With email marketing, it takes time to develop this skill. This is not something that's just going to happen overnight. You're going to get better and better at it. Rewrite your emails every couple months to make them better. Keep educating yourself about email marketing. You now have access to this site. I'm just going to keep adding tons of stuff to it. If you go in here, you can already see some stuff that I've been adding today. It's already grown just from this webinar. So there's tons of stuff in here. And like I said, I'll keep adding to this. Now, if you would like for me to critique your email sequence, I have coaching minutes available at coachingminutes.com, okay? I don't even know if that site's up yet. Let me, before I say that, coachingminutes.com. Yeah, okay, so that site is up. It'll take you right here, and you can grab a minutes package, and I can critique your emails for you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want everybody to know if you need your emails critiqued, I can do that. Okay, so to wrap things up here, let me see if I've got any more slides. No, okay. To wrap things up, I'm going to answer a few questions that came in on the blog, and then I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to open it up and let you guys ask some questions. All right, so I had somebody ask me what is the best time of day to send emails to your list so it has the greatest chance to be opened by your subscribers. This is what I do. I will usually promote a product twice. On the first day, I send the email out at 9 o'clock in the morning. On the second day, I send the email out at 9 o'clock at night. Now, I know, I told you guys to write an educational email and then a promo email. Some people aren't going to see one or the other, okay? Because of the time difference of all your customers, if your customers are worldwide, it's going to depend on where they're at in the world when they're going to receive that email. A lot of times, if it's if it's early in the morning, people don't get to check their email till lunchtime, so a bunch of emails pile up on top of yours if you send it early in the morning. But a lot of those people are up later at night, so maybe they'll see that 9 o'clock email. And my emails are always different and stuff like that. There's no method to my madness there. I just want people to get at least one of my emails about a product that I'm promoting. So I do 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Different people have different results because we all have different lists. And different niches are going to be different too, okay? So what are your thoughts on video messages? Some autoresponder companies are offering this. Do you think video messages have a higher chance of being opened and read versus standard written email messages? So video messages and even email messages, I don't use either, and the reason being is because the technology still quite isn't there for the spam filters. The spam filters are picking those things up and throwing them in people's spam boxes. So I just use plain text. I only use Aweber or GetResponse, and I actually use both of them. And the reason being is, God forbid, one of them shuts me down for something stupid, like my buddy Jeff Diedrich never did anything, and it was AWeber shut him down, accusing him of spamming. Jeff is like the most upstanding guy in the world. Would never do anything unethical at all. He's just, he is Mr. Perfect when it comes to following the rules. But they shut him down. So I don't want to wake up one morning and have an email from GetResponse or AWeber saying they've shut me down and then I don't have access to my list. So I'll put some of my list in GetResponse and some of my list in AWeber, so I always have access to them. There's just a bonus tip there. But no, I don't use video messages or HTML messages because they do trigger those spam filters. And then the third question was, do you write several emails in a sequence and send them gradually, or do you write as the mood hits you? Okay, I always try to, and you always should, create a main email sequence, okay? Have at least, the 6 emails that I showed you that you initially need to have. The first one delivering the free product, 3 like, know, and trust emails, and then 2 promo emails. At least have that. And then you can just broadcast to your list whenever you want. You can also add messages to your AWeber list whenever you want. But the way that works is, let's say I join your list today, and tomorrow you add a message to your autoresponder. I know within AWeber, I won't get that message because I'm already on your list. But if I had joined after that, then I would have. Okay, it gets confusing. I know autoresponders are so confusing. Sorry guys, I thought I'd muted my cell phone. Obviously not. And now I can't. That's okay. It shouldn't go off too much. People don't text me. See, where were we? Yeah, at least have those emails in there. I totally lost track of what I was saying. I'm telling you, the little things just totally throw me off track. Have at least 6 emails in there, and then you can broadcast to it, or you can add emails like I said, okay? Oh, I remember what I was saying. Autoresponders are very confusing. I know they are. Trying to figure out, and all of them work differently. I use AWeber and GetResponse, but they both work so different that, like with, what is it? With AWeber, the way you put your emails in and the sequence things that you have to do within it are totally different from AWeber. So you basically have to learn another system. It's an absolute nightmare. But once you do it a few times, you'll find that it's really, really easy. And I'll try and do some tutorials for you guys too if you'd like on how to use AWeber and GetResponse. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the questions box now. If you guys have questions, just throw them in the questions box and I'll go through them. Nick is telling me Tennessee whiskey I hear clears the throat. Yep, it's called a hot toddy. It's brown liquor, honey, and lemon. I like mine without the honey and lemon. Educate email is the same as trust email. It can be. Nick's asking, is that the same thing? Your emails can serve multiple purposes. It's not just this or just that, okay? Hi Liz, can we make our prospects trust us and like us even if we don't have a blog? You can, but I really recommend you have a blog. Every business foundation needs to have a squeeze page and needs to have a blog. Doesn't matter what business you're in. Can you automate the time that emails are sent, or is it a manual process? Yeah, you can automate within AWeber. I know for sure you can actually have it go out on certain days, like if you only want it to go out on Tuesdays. And I think even certain times. Let's go into AWeber and take a look here. I have several AWeber accounts. And the reason why is because I have partners that I partner on products with, and I don't want them in the same email account as me because we share a list, and I don't want to give them my username and password to get it on my list. Where is it? Messages, follow up. Okay. So if we do new plain text message, We'll just have to put a dummy one in here. Test, test. And I'll have to remember to delete this because I've done this before and forgot to delete it, and people got the test email. So we're going to turn that on. So yeah, you can also do, if you wanted it on Wednesday, only on Wednesdays at, 6 a.m. and end time 9 a.m. Okay, and send message based on each subscriber's local time. Apply these days and times to all messages. And then I would send this, maybe this 2 days after the previous email or whatever the next following Wednesday is. Okay, so let's go back. I want to make sure I delete that. So follow up. View this page. Make sure I delete that. So yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do within your autoresponder there. Let me go through here. Gerald saying, do you trust mailing services to build a following instead of going through your own servers and possibly getting hit for spamming? Yeah, I do not recommend at all. Never, ever, ever, ever run an autoresponder from your server. Because what happens is people may subscribe and they may even double opt in to get your email, but then they get tired of getting emails from you. Instead of hitting the unsubscribe button, they hit the spam button. And if they do that and your autoresponder is on your domain name will get blacklisted, and then every email you send from that domain name will go into everybody's spam box, okay? That's why you want to use a service like Aweber or GetResponse, because they have teams that are dedicated to keeping them off those lists, okay? And let's see, John's asking, is there a way to have done for you like and trust emails? That would be really hard. Really hard, because people don't know you. So it's gonna be hard for them to write the like, know, and trust emails for you. So I would say no. I really think you should write your own like, know, and trust emails. That way it's actually you behind it. And in order to get people to like and know you, you've got to shine through those emails. So you definitely need to do the work there. It's just a few emails. Okay, Cheryl is saying, if I have 6 emails written and add another 52, the people already on the list won't see 52. Can I broadcast only to them? Yeah, usually is what happens. Let me pull up my little drawing board here. So you have your list. So we'll say list. And let's say I get on your list today. And you have 6 emails in it. So this would be today. This is really hard to explain. So this would be today. And then tomorrow, so we'll put tomorrow, you add another... Sorry guys, I got a puppy in here with me that wants to whine. Hush. So tomorrow, you add another email. If I'm already on that list, I'm not going to get this email. You'll have to broadcast it out to that list in order for them to get it. But everybody who gets on your list will get this. But if they get on your list and then the next day you add another email, they will not get that email because they've already been on your list. I hope that makes sense. It's really hard to explain that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's all the questions I'm seeing. Looks like I covered everything pretty well tonight. Like I said, guys, if you will just pull out that diagram, go over the diagram, go over the emails that I'm giving you, pull and then use that diagram, that email sequence diagram, to sit down and start writing your emails. Just write 1 email a day until you've got like those first 6, and then that'd take you 6 days. And then take those 6, throw them in your autoresponder, okay? That's all it takes. And that's your foundation. That's building it's automating your business. And it's very important that you do it. I see another question has come in here. Let me take a look here. Nick's saying, go to webinar emails. Are they edible? No, I don't think so. And John says, send them in the members forum. Okay, right now I can't look at those. Is it better for email deliverability to use your yourname@yourwebsite.com or yourname@gmail.com. I have found yourname@gmail.com does the best. Okay, yeah, Nick, those emails that come just before the webinar started, I don't think there's any way to edit those, no. And John's asking, my question was, where do you put your survey in these series? Wherever you want. Something else that I'll kind of explain to you guys. With the surveys, you can put those wherever you want in your sequence. So let's say, I put one in my sequence today. How I get people to fill out those surveys is I always offer something. You've got to offer an incentive. People aren't just going to fill out a survey for fun. You've got to have an incentive for them to do that, okay? Also, I do a lot of competitions to get people to read my blog posts and respond to my emails and interact with me and stuff like that. It's really important to get people to interact with you. So I know Nick Zoom was asking on the blog if there was any plugin or anything for that. No, there's not. Is what I do is I just offer it and say, hey, if you buy this, you'll get this. And JVZoo has this thing where you can, if you're doing like a bonus, you can automatically deliver that. But if they're on the blog and I say, no, if you comment, you might win. Like on this particular, let's go and look. I'll show you guys. We go to My Am Guru, like, know, and trust email. So this is where you guys all bought through. And the competition was that, if you, sorry guys, if you post something, if you post a comment on the blog, 5 lucky people could get the big email marketing course that this webinar will be part of. Okay, so this webinar is basically like an overview, and I'm going to take this webinar and I'm going to expand it and make it a great big huge course. So is what I told people is if you'll post a comment, you can be in the running to win. So is what I did is I had my son last night just sit and go through all these names. He was like, that person. It's like, okay. He's like, that person. Okay. That person, and so on and so forth. That's the magic of it. I don't have any WordPress plugins or anything like that. And then I sent out an email today telling people, hey, these are the winners. And if people are paying attention to their email, they're going to open it up. It also confirms to people that I'm not just full of hot air, that I actually do give this stuff away when I say I'm going to give it away, okay? And Nick says, I've got some pretty crappy PLR. Do you give them away or just dump them? Well, PLR you can use in so many different ways. I've taken really crappy looking PLR and like an ebook, and I'll just add a little bit of stuff to it and turn it into videos, and then it's really good content. So I don't throw away any PLR. I have over 100 gigs of PLR. I don't throw any of it away. So Nick, it just depends on if you can make it something presentable, then yeah, use it. But let me tell you guys something. With PLR content, if you give away crappy stuff as your giveaway, no one is going to buy from you, okay? Is what I really recommend you do is you always create your content in the first stages of relationship building with your list, okay? Then you can start using PLR content. But you always want to give good content, guys. Don't just give stuff to be giving it. People aren't going to like you just because you give them crap. So always make sure whatever content you give is good content, okay? See, Gerald's telling me about cough medicines. Thank you so much. I'll definitely go for those. He says, need to see. Great for allergies. I keep them everywhere, especially when talking a lot. Thank you, Gerald. I'll definitely have to grab those. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up. We just went over the hour mark by about 10 minutes. That's all I wanted to spend with you guys tonight is an hour. I try not to let these webinars go real long time because you guys just lose focus and then you don't learn anything. But you're going to get the product that's going to come from this webinar. I'm going to constantly be updating that area. If you guys have questions, make sure you're sending them in there. If you have suggestions, send them in there. I'm creating this product around your wants and needs. So let me know what you want and need, okay? All right, guys, I wish you much success and hope to see you on my next webinar.